One of the things we are frequently asked about is the OpenPeople Client installation procedure. This short video will take you through this process, and hopefully I'll also highlight a couple of points which commonly cause problems. First of all, when carrying out the following actions, you must be logged onto the end user's PC as a local administrator. Every OpenPeople Client installation consists essentially of two distinct parts. All users must have access to an installation of the Progress OpenEdge Client Networking product. This can be installed as a FAT installation with all the Progress code held on the PC itself. However, it is more commonly installed as a shared network installation. In this model, the Progress OpenEdge software is installed onto the central server, typically alongside the OpenPeople code, and made available to the end user through a map drive. In the following example, we're going to use the O drive. This will be mapped to the share advanced installer on the server ABZ-CDW01. The drive letter used does not have to be O. You can use any free letter, but should be the same for all users. This drive mapping will be required by all OpenPeople users and is normally established by the user's login script. Having mapped the O drive, navigate to the Progress OpenEdge installation folder. This is generally known as the DLC folder. In this case, it's OEV10. Within this folder, you should find a folder named Net Setup. Run the setup.exe that you will find in there. This installation is going to use OpenEdge 10.2b. At the initial welcome screen, click on Next. You will then be asked to accept the end user license agreement for the Microsoft Document Explorer product used by OpenEdge 10.2b. Click on the Yes option to do this. The next screen displays the group name, working directory, and network installation directory of the OpenEdge products. The only field that needs to be filled in is that specifying the working directory. This is usually set to C temp. Once this has been done, click on Install to proceed with the installation. When the installation is complete, you will be presented with a dialog box stating that setup is complete. You may run the newly installed program. Click on OK to leave setup.exe. Having installed the Progress client, the first part is complete. The second part consists of installing the OpenPeople side. There's not much to this. It's a very thin installation with next to no footprint on the PC, but does consist of a couple of steps without which the application will not work. From within Windows Explorer, navigate to the folder O, OP Live, Net Setup, OpenPeople. First of all, register the 3OCX and 1DLL used by the application by running the batch file cregocx.cmd. This will notify you as each file is registered. Next, copy the required shortcuts to the end user's desktop. The OpenPeople folder typically contains two shortcuts, one for the live instance of OpenPeople, one for the test, although here we've only got the live shortcut. It's worth having a quick look at its properties. Note that the start end folder specifies the drive letter. This is extremely important. The application should not be started in a UNC folder. A drive letter should always be used. If a UNC is used, for example, and in this case, starting the lines //ABZCDW01/advanced$ instead of O, the application will run, but users will not be able to make online postings to the HMRC website. There is one more step to be completed. The application makes use of a registry key held in HKeyCurrentUser. Typically the key is HKeyCurrentUser software OpenPeople. In other words, it is held in the end user's profile. Consequently, the key must be created for each user using the PC. If the key hasn't been created, the following error will be seen. Message open. Unable to open the message file Pro Messages. This can be resolved by creating the required key. This is done by executing the .reg file opxp found in the OPLive net setup OpenPeople folder whilst logged on as the end user. Now we should be able to open the application successfully. So, a quick summary. All users require permanent drive mapping to the server share. This demonstration has used the O drive, but any letter can be used providing that all users use the same letter. Log on to the end user's PC as a user with local admin rights. Install the Progress OpenEdge client networking product as a shared network installation. Register the OCX files used by the OpenPeople installation. Copy the required shortcuts to the end user's desktop. At this point, log in as the end user themselves, if not already logged on using their credentials, establish the drive letter mapping, and create the necessary registry key by running the .reg file oplive net setup OpenPeople opxp.reg. Check that you can run the application by double-clicking the desktop shortcut.